Good day, students. Today, our lesson is all about reading fractions and writing words into fraction form and vice versa. But before we start our topic, let's have a quick English review because we will need it for today's lesson. Okay? Do you still remember what is the difference between the singular and the plural? If not, let's review it now. When we say singular, it means only one. From the word itself, single. For example, one apple, just a single apple. But when we say plural, it means more than one. More than siya. Hindi siya basta isa lang. It can be two, three, four, five, or more. As long as it is more than one. Now, how do we apply that to fractions? Let's use pizza again as our example. If you get only one slice of the pizza, since it is just one, that is considered singular. But if you get more than one slice, for example, three slices, that is considered plural because three is more than one. Tama po ba? Yes. Now, if I write that as fractions, my answers will be 1/8 and 3/8. Listen carefully as I repeat them. 1/8 and 3/8. Did you notice something in how I read them? Yes or no? Yes, there is something different on how I pronounce them or on how I read them. When I read 1/8, I said 1/8. But when I read 3/8, I said 3/8. I added an S. Tama po ba? And why is that? Since 1 lang yung kinuha ko, or 1 lang yung numerator natin, singular lang po siya. Di ba pag singular, hindi tayo naglalagay ng S? Tama po ba? But then in our second example, naglagay ako ng S kasi po, tatlo yung kinuha ko, which is plural. Kaya naglagay ako ng S. Hindi mo pwedeng sabihin 3/8. No. 3/8. Kasi plural po yung 3. Okay? Now, how do I say so na dapat ang basa dyan is 1/8 or 3/8? Hindi ba pwedeng 8/3? 8/1? Bakit kailangang mauna si 1/8? Or bakit kailangan mauna si 3 sa 3/8? Ganon. Okay. Always remember this, ha? In reading and writing a fraction in words and vice versa man yan, we always write the numerator first before the denominator. So, in our first example, we read it as 1/8 because the numerator is 1 and the denominator is 8. The same goes for the second example. The numerator is 3 and the denominator is 8. So we read it as 3/8. Pero, tandaan ha, yung numerator natin, kung paano mo siya binabasa, ganun mo din siya isusulat. For example, yung numerator ko 1, kaya 1 lang. Yung numerator ko is 3, kaya 3 lang. Pero ang denominator natin is hindi. Iba po, ha? Pag sa denominator, ang pag-way ng sulat natin dyan is dapat naka-ordinal number siya. Ano ibig sabihin ng ordinal number? Siya yung number na nagte-tell ng order. Kaya nga ordinal. So, ibig sabihin, siya yung mga ranking. First, third, fourth, fifth, or sixth, and etc. So on and so forth. Pero ang ranking natin sa 2, 'di ba, first, second, third, hindi po second yung gagamitin nating term. Ang gagamitin natin diyang term is half or halves. Pag plural, half lang. Ano, hindi second or seconds. Okay po? Naintindihan po ba? Next, here's another example kung medyo naguguluhan pa kayo. This one, 1/3. 1/3 po yan kasi 1 lang naman yung may shaded. 3 po sila lahat. Next, 2/3. 2 po yan kasi dalawa yung may shaded. 3 yung hati. Yan, 1/3 and 2/3. Ang ating 1/3 is singular kasi 1 lang. 2/3 is plural kaya may S akong linagay. Another example pa. Same pa din yung pag-ano natin. 1 yung nauna kasi sila yung numerator. 2 din yung nauna kasi siya yung numerator. Next, denominator natin, gagawin natin ordinal, which is third. Ordinal din siya. Thirds. Okay. Another example. Okay. Dito sa ating first figure. Based on that, makakagawa ko ng fraction na 1/7. 1/7. Singular kasi isa lang yung may kulay. Pero dun sa second figure natin is 4/7. May S na kasi plural siya. 4, more than 1. Okay? Next. In summary, okay, sa lahat ng sinabi ko kanina, ito yung pinaka-summary natin. We only need to follow 2 rules to properly read and write a fraction. Number 1 is identify it if it is singular or plural. Kasi kapag singular, walang S. Hindi tayo nagdadagdag ng S. Wala tayong idadagdag. Pero pag plural, maglalagay tayo ng S. Kunwari, singular, third. Pero pag plural, thirds. Yan, ganun. Number 2 is step 2. Numerator first before the denominator. Ang numerator lang po yung mauuna. Siya lang po bago mag-denominator. And then, kung paano nyo isusulat yung numerator, walang changes. Kung paano nyo siya binabasa, yun lang. 1, 2, 3, etc. etc. Pero sa denominator, dapat naka-ordinal number siya or yung may orders. Yung nagsasabi, first, half, third, fourth, fifth. Ganun kasi pag nagano tayo ng sa denominator. Okay. And that's how we read and write fractions. I have some problems here. You may pause the video so you can answer them. Okay? But let's read first the instruction. Write the following fractions in words. Okay? For example, inano niyo siya, hininto niyo, pinost niyo yung video. Pagka-post niyo yung video, nagsagot kayo. Pagkatapos niyo sagutan, after you finish answering, this should be your answers. Okay, number 1. Singular or plural? Singular. So, dapat walang S. 1, 9. Paano nasabing singular? Kasi 1 lang naman ang kinuha ko sa siyam na hatian. Isa lang. Single lang. So, 1, 9. Next. Number 2. That is plural. Tama po ba? So, may S. 5 eighths. Bakit plural? Kasi 5 yung kinuha mo. 5. 5 is plural. More than 1 yan. Tama? Kaya may S sa eighths ko. 5 eighths. Next, 3 fifths. May S kasi plural yung 3. Next, 1/5 po. Kasi po, 1 lang yung kinuha ko. Isa lang. So, walang S. 1/5, hindi mo pwedeng sabihin 1/5ths. Mali po yun. 1/5 lang. Next, number 5 is 7/10ths. With S kasi plural yung 7. Okay, let's do the vice versa or baliktad naman. Words naman ngayon, gagawin natin fraction form. 6/9. Okay. Numerator ko is 6. Denominator ko is 9. 6/9. Next, number 2, 1/2. Numerator ko ay 1. Denominator ko is 2. 1/2. Yan yung sinasabi ko kanina. Hindi siya dapat 1 second. 1/2 yung proper reading natin dyan. Okay? Number 3. 3/10. Numerator ko is 3. Denominator ko is 10. Kaya 3/10 yung proper na pagbasa dyan. Number 4. 1/6. 1 ang numerator ko. Denominator ko is 6. Number 5. 2/8. 2 numerator ko. 8 ang denominator ko. Okay, I think that's it. If you got them all correct, great job. Congratulations. And if not, that's okay. You can always go back and review the lesson. And that's it for today's lesson. This marks the end of episode 3 about fractions. If you want to learn more, you may visit my channel or check out the playlist for our fraction series. I will put the description link below. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in our next video.